Hey guys, we are back for another video. So we're going to be talking about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. And for those of you who don't know, I have uploaded a prior video. Go check it out. Rumors are circulating that Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union have split and could possibly be going through a divorce. Now, I know you guys are wondering what happened. And, as I think about this, so many things could have happened with regards to this relationship. If you guys don't know, Dwayne Wade did father a child outside of their relationship. And there's been so many other things that has happened within this union. There has been alleged homosexual behavior and all sorts of things. So, I mean, hey, if Dwayne Wade likes men, he should just be with men, right? I mean, everybody is, pretty much living their best life. If men like men, they be with men. If women like women, they typically be with women. So let's get into what really happened in this marriage. Was Dwayne Wade creeping with his preference, which is allegedly a man? Let's get into it.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Okay, let's get into our first video snippet in which Gabrielle is pretty much talking about her road and her journey to motherhood, where she is just basically talking about her daughter, makes no mention of her husband, but just mentioning that her daughter was basically one of the best things that could have happened to her. Keep in mind, she mentions nothing at all about her husband. That video is coming up next.
People always ask, is it worth it? Having kids later in life. There's a lot that goes into that answer. But in a nutshell, hell yeah, it's been worth it. It's changed my life in so many wondrous ways that it does make me wish I had done it earlier, just so I have even more time with Cov. I even have more time as a mom. But for me, I became a mom at the right time because I was healed and I had committed to healing eternally. So I didn't pass all that generational trauma onto Kav. And had I been a day younger, even certainly 10, 15, 20 years before, I would have passed along way too many traumatic things to my child. I didn't really get into healing from all of my traumas, healing my soul, healing my aura, if you will. I wasn't in a place to even take care of myself, much less our little miracle. So for me, it's absolutely worth it. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
So in that video, Gabrielle doesn't really mention much of her husband, but if you look at her social media prior, she was posting a bunch of stuff about her husband and all of that different stuff. And then this comes to my mind with regards to Dwayne Wade's daughter. Now, I understand as a parent, you want to support your child, in whatever their decision is, but I always felt like medically changing this child's sex when this child was under the age of 18, as a parent, I did not approve of that, because I feel like children may say they want to be something one day and then they may change their mind the next day. So I felt, as a parent, you want to support your child, but I felt like the decision to change the child's sex should be something that that child needs to decide once they become an adult. So I never agreed with that. But again, it's their child. I always felt like that they use this child as a way to profit financially and to be able to get notoriety. And not saying that they didn't have notoriety already, but I feel like the support that they gave this child was almost, what is the word I'm looking for? overexposure. Like, I felt like they put her so much in the public eye that she was open to so much scrutiny amongst other things. And I don't feel like that it was done in the right manner. I feel like that there was an underlying issue. And as we all know, there have been rumors that Dwayne Wade is definitely a homosexual, and that is what the rumors are. So let's get into this next video clip, because I don't know what happened in the marriage. I'm thinking maybe Gabrielle got tired of all the homosexuality. Maybe she got tired. But listen, let me bring this next video clip up and I'll let you guys decide.
Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and young boys back there, all naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking about Boosie.
Rumors are going around that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade are throwing creepy gay parties at their house, and it looks like Gabrielle has finally decided to address all the hearsay about her husband's sexuality.
And you can either sign up for it and like swim in it, and you can have an amazing life swimming in the bullshit, and then you wonder why you can't sleep at night.
Speculation about Dwayne Wade being on the DL is nothing new. However, several industry insiders recently made some shocking allegations against Dwayne, claiming that he and Gabrielle organized depraved parties at their house where older Hollywood men are entertained by young boys. Well, Gabrielle is now finally setting the record straight on all these crazy rumors. So let's get into it.
I choose to center my peace and my self-worth now.
Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are once again making headlines for all the wrong reasons after rumors surfaced that these two are throwing wild parties for closeted Hollywood men. For years, Dwayne's sexuality has been a hot topic on the internet, with fans speculating that Dwayne's either gay or bi. And these speculations didn't just come out of nowhere. Several people who used to work closely with Dwayne have dropped hints that Dwayne's not the wholesome family man he appears to be in public. Back in 2010, Dwayne's former business partner, Richard Von Hootman, claimed that Dwayne used to host secret substance-fueled parties while he was still married to his first wife. According to Richard, Dwayne had a 4-bedroom place on the first floor of a high-rise, and he recalled one incident when the cleaning crew called him to complain about the trashed apartment. I went down there, and what I saw was disgusting, Richard said. The apartment was trashed, filthy, and it wasn't the first time. Richard claimed he saw used condoms on the floor, empty champagne and hard liquor bottles, nearly finished blunts, and half-eaten food rotting on tables and furniture. Apparently, Dwayne and his crew would have these parties a few times a week, and they'd invite dozens of people, mostly rappers and random women that they'd picked up in clubs. The parties reportedly continued after Dwayne divorced his wife and started dating Gabrielle, and Richard said Gabrielle would often join in on the fun. Now, Richard didn't mention anything about Dwayne hooking up with other men at these parties. However, considering all the allegations that came from other industry insiders, that's definitely something to think about. What's also crazy is that Dwayne's ex-wife claimed during their divorce that Dwayne infected her with an STD around 2007, right around the time Richard claimed Dwayne started throwing his secret parties. And though Dwayne later tried to sue his ex-wife for defamation of character, the allegations surrounding his sexuality never really went away. And it didn't help that Dwayne himself unknowingly added fuel to these rumors when he admitted that he used to enjoy wearing his sister's clothes and heels. In a recently resurfaced interview, Dwayne talked about supporting his daughter, Zaya, when she came out as transgender. And here's what he said about wearing women's clothing when he was younger.
When it hit my doorstep at 3 years old, like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things. So at first I said to myself, oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did. And then it kept going further and further. And then me and my wife had to look at each other and say, well, what if? And at that moment, everything that I was taught went out the window, because now I'm a parent. And my sole job and my sole responsibility is to make sure that this kid grow up knowing that it's supported and is loved.
Now, speaking of Zaya, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Dwayne and Gabrielle's parenting choices.
Okay, guys, so as you guys saw in the video, Gabrielle was pretty laid back, and she basically stated that you can have a great life if you just sit back and accept the BS. This is not information that, I've come up with. This is information that's out there. People have said for years that Dwayne Wade is a homosexual. Like this is out there. You can Google this. And as you just stated, I'm sorry, as you just watched the video clip, Gabrielle pretty much, she didn't say it, but she did not say it either. So what happened in this marriage? We saw her posting on her social media all the time about her family. Now all of a sudden, it is being reported that they're not wearing their rings. And as we can see on the previous video clip that I showed, she didn't mention her husband at all. This was a woman that basically came out to the media and told us that she pays half of the bills while her husband makes about 3 to 4 times more than her, but she pays half of the bills. She's come out basically saying she eats his B-U-T, his butt, which is, what, I don't know, guys. There's a lot to unpack here. So, do you guys believe all of this stuff has basically come to a head? What do you think is going on in this marriage? Now, we're not making shit up. We can Google this. People are saying that this man like men. And obviously they're saying that Gabrielle Union, participated in the bullshit. They were having wild sex parties. Business partners said that. So, hey, people are not just making this up. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. We also know that Dwayne Wade fathered a child during his relationship with Gabrielle Union. They did have a brief break up, but I would, understand that, a breakup is a breakup, but in some instances you break up and you get back together. But for this man to have unprotected sex with a woman and get another woman pregnant and welcome another baby, that's a lot. What is going on here, y'all? Let's have a whole discussion in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like and share this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.